Good Thursday evening, Southeast Texas. Don't forget, Saturday night or Sunday morning, daylight saving time begins and we spring ahead 1 hour. So what does that mean to sunrise and sunset across Southeast Texas? Well, Saturday, sunrise is at 6:28, sunset is at 6:22. Look what happens on Sunday. Everything's an hour earlier, so maybe an hour more to work with. So that means if you're coming home from work, it won't be getting dark. Consequently, it'll be dark when you're going to work in the morning. Otherwise, as far as the allergy report today, not much help. Boy, it is top of the season as far as oak pollen out there right now. Very, very heavy. Highest levels I believe I've seen this season so far. And we've got moderate levels of weed, grass, and mold out there. So the weekend looks above normal. Highs will be 10 to 15 degrees above normal Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Fairly decent cold front will knock temperatures closer to normal. Could be slightly cooler than normal as far as those highs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to near normal. As far as the low temperatures, well above normal through the weekend. And then as you can see, maybe a little bit cooler than normal coming up Tuesday and Wednesday as that front finally stumbles into the area. Tomorrow, we're only looking at a 20% coverage, and you didn't see much reduction in temperature here in the Triangle. Otherwise, get the sprinkler out because we're not going to see much in the way of rainfall, I don't think, here in the Triangle. Maybe a little better chance of rain up in the lakes area. Moisture does increase across Southeast Texas tomorrow, hence the 20, maybe 30% coverage along that front coming up tomorrow morning. Then as we head on into Saturday afternoon, that front moves back to the north as a warm front as the winds become southerly, so we'll be moist and humid. Then a strong cold front will come in on Sunday, and look at all this dry air filtering on into our area. That's why we're able to get those lows down into the 40s and 50s and highs in the 60s and 70s because of the drier air moving on in, and that's what we're looking at towards Monday, Tuesday of next week. This front that's coming in tonight and tomorrow morning, look at the main disturbance up into Iowa, pretty far removed from Texas. So that's why this front is barely going to make it into our area with little in the way of cooling. Then we'll be watching a stronger trough of low pressure dive in through the Great Lakes and also in towards New England. Notice the northwesterly flow aloft. That is going to tell us that stronger front is on the way, followed by a nice ridge of high pressure. So it looks like the first half of next week, if you got any big projects outside that needs dry weather, next week is the time to do it because we don't see any chance of rain coming up the first half of next week. Tonight, cloudy skies are expected. We may see a few isolated, widely scattered showers up in the lakes area as that front shifts winds to the north and then heads towards the Triangle towards morning. Again, a 20, maybe 30% coverage. Best chances up in the lakes area as the front then stalls right along the coastline, only to retreat back to the north as a warm front coming up on Saturday. So not much cooling. The lakes area will probably see the best cooling out of this and the best chance of rain, unfortunately. On the Gulf of Mexico, looking at mostly smooth seas around a foot tomorrow, no advisories. We'll see northwest and south winds at 5 to 10 knots. Our forecast tonight, mostly cloudy. It looks like about a 20 to 30% coverage only in the lakes area. I think we'll be dry here in the Triangle. Winds will shift west or northwest. Lower 60s in the lakes area, mid 60s in the Triangle. Then tomorrow, perhaps a 20 to 30% coverage. Otherwise, partly sunny. Highs mid 70s lakes to near 80 in the Triangle. And the weekend looks warm and humid. Don't forget to spring ahead, as I said. Could hit near 87 with windy weather conditions coming up on Sunday. Then behind that second front, chilly mornings are expected the first half of next week with highs in the mid to upper 60s and near 70 Monday and Tuesday. Warming back up on Thursday, and then unfortunately looking at another chance of shower and thunderstorm activity coming up on Friday, St. Patrick's Day. Right now we're eyeing the afternoon hours, but that could certainly change. Behind that front, the following weekend, looking like a different animal altogether with chilly mornings and cool afternoons, abundant sunshine, and low humidity. Download our app, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com. Stay safe. Have a fantastic Thursday evening.